Welcome to the Elephant Sports Centre in Tasmania for tonight's NBL1 live stream for the Melbourne Tigers, the visiting team against Northwest Thunder. We're playing a home game here in Launceston. It's one of 4 doubleheaders this year where the Tornadoes and the Thunder play on the same night. And good win by the Tigers in their girls game by 8 points. So one win up tonight, the Melbourne Tigers. Can they make it 2? In a crucial game for both teams. Melbourne Tigers well entrenched in the top 8 at the moment. The Thunder down at 15th. They really need to win tonight to keep those finals aspirations alive. Scotty Brown is my co-commentator here at the Elephant Sports Centre. G'day, Scott. Well, there you go.
Yep, here I am. Dave's trying to do his best to keep me off air, but I'm still here. Yeah, excited to see this. I've actually coached against a lot of these Northwest boys and know what they can do, and excited to watch the local talent go up against some of the Victorian boys. And Melbourne Tigers having a good season, David, and it should be a really close game. Both teams battling for finals positions and percentages, and all that sort of stuff comes into play tonight.
And of course, a big out tonight for the Melbourne Tigers as Dane Pino.
Big as sums it up, Dave. He's a big man.
As he's I think the highest rebounder in the league. So
by a long way. And the highest offensive rebounder, Dave. He's right up there. And
Nick Pozzoglu, though, is a player in magnificent form. He's 7th in rebounds, and he's played the most minutes of any player in the league.
Yeah, it's you always wonder when you're coaching, when you're pushing your guys and going for finals, whether they're playing that many minutes that they their joints can hold up to it. But they're all young men and love to get out there and play, but that's a lot of minutes we're looking at. He's averaging something like 20 seconds off per game. So shows you that very, very good defensive player or a very non-committal defensive player. One of those two things, but he's definitely not fouling his way off.
course, looking forward to seeing the Northwest Thunder, their two big imports, Jordan Bowling and also Nick Banyard. And we talked to the coach, Sam Armstrong, just before on the women's live stream. And Banyard, a bit of illness, sort of set his season back a little bit, but he's an explosive player. And looking forward to seeing him. And Jordan Bowling, is a player who's really settling into his life at Northwest Thunder. And Paul Campbell, leading a lot of the stats in the league at the moment, Scotty. He's second for 2-point percentage. He's third for offensive rebound and third for block. So a good player to have at both ends of the court.
Absolutely, not bad for an old fella either. Paul Campbell, he's been around for a while, and just smart basketball player, great team man. And you can see him out here, he's always in the air of the young fellas. Have had the opportunity to watch him play a couple of games this year, and constantly positive, plays great defence, does most of his scoring inside the key, hence his high field goal percentage, but rarely gets fouled off. Just a very strong player to have, and he's going to be very well required against the much bigger Melbourne Tigers team.
And Rain Smith is a player, Scotty, that excites you, a young player, local player from Tasmania.
Absolutely, he just did a very nice dunk and warm-up there, not bad from Rain. Rain's been around for quite a long time now, and he's great field goal percentage, great 3-point percentage. He's led the Nationals in 3-point shooting for the last 2 years. He's put in one of the best grand final performances going into the grand final for the under-20 men's nationals, almost setting a historic win for Tasmania. Put in a fourth quarter performance where he just could not miss, and went off range. I've got people pointing at me, David. What's going on? Talk to me.
I think Llewellyn is here, and Llewellyn Tomlinson. I think you might have said something about his shooting before, Scotty. So that's.
I also said she was a very good player and the best on the court. I also said that.
We said a lot of nice things about you as well, Llewellyn. We absolutely did. So. All right, back to this game, Scotty. So a minute to go. So a huge game for both teams.
Absolutely. And to Llewellyn's mum, who's probably still listening, your daughter was the best on the court by a long way.
Okay, so both coaches now just giving their last instructions. Coaches tonight, Brad Pinot, of course, the coach of the Melbourne Tigers, and the head coach of the Thunder is Sam Armstrong.
Just getting ready for the game now, and yeah, it should be a bit of a shootout. The Northwest boys like shooting from the outside. Great jump shots. This is the Northwest culture that they have down there. And the Melbourne Tigers, fast-paced team. Lots of highlights, Dave. When you look at their highlights, lots of dunks.
Absolutely. So looking forward to a big game. Crowd is stuck around here at the Elephant Sports Centre. And Melbourne Tigers in their traditional red and white outfit. And the Thunder with a predominantly white strip and the olive green on the shoulders. So important start to this game for the Northwest Thunder. They started beautifully against Geelong last Friday night. Got themselves out to commanding lead. And just a little bit below par against Knox at Ulverston on the following night. The players shaking hands.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they've a lot of camaraderie out there. I was noticing in the warm-ups, a lot of these boys seem to know each other from across the league. Must already have played each other already during the season, wishing each other well. And my belief is that this was a pretty close game the first time round. Some big lads out there, Dave.
It certainly is. So about to get underway here. Elephant Sports Centre. Thunder versus Tigers. Lockie Dent takes first possession. Gets it out to Campbell. Back to Dent. Into Banyard. Beautiful move in there and by Jordan Bowling. Misses the shot, but on the follow-up, it's Banyard who makes the two and opens the scoring. Tigers. Max Vitala. Open jumper. Misses this time. Taken by Campbell to Dent. Flicks it out. And it comes now to Banyard. Prominent early. Back out to Dent. Little bounce pass to Banyard. Doesn't quite make the two. But he gets fouled and will go the line. And Nick Banyard up and running early, Scotty.
Absolutely, and I was just watching him in the warm-ups there doing some incredible dunks. So he's got a lot of explosion and just made his way through there, so very agile. And he's going to be tough matchup, but he's obviously been there with the mindset to score.
And misses the first one. Nick Draper, referee, along with Martin Parker and Nathan Williams. Officiating this evening. Second shot's missed from Banyard, but Dent has got it now. Back to Banyard. Finds space, moves left, puts up a shot, does everything but fall. Campbell on the follow-up. He gets fouled, so Paul Campbell, the veteran.
Doing very, very well too. Paul Campbell in offensive rebounds, David, showing it there, keeping the feet moving, boxing out beautifully. And getting that opportunity to get to the line. Great start by Northwest Thunder, a lot of energy. Offensively look really, really good.
Now with Campbell, he misses the first of the free throws. Chance with the second, takes a deep breath. And misses the second, so just not happening from the free throw line at the moment for the Thunder. They still lead 2-0. Just under 9 minutes left in this first quarter. Pozoglu, Vitala from the perimeter. Van Merben makes the first points. 3 of them for the Melbourne Tigers.
Gotta love as a coach, Dave, when you're starting centre can just step out and hit a three-pointer like that.
Lockie Dent is busy. Flicks it over. Shot there from Joel Beveridge, misses. Oh, nice work from Dent. He tries to flick it in, but it goes straight back to the Tigers. Move in there. The foul on Mike Wells, who's 9th in steals in the league at the moment, is Mike Wells. Busy player.
He is, and both point guards sort of looking at each other and say, I didn't foul you. He goes, yes, you did.
Lockie Dent and Mike Wells, that's going to be a good battle this evening, Scott.
It is. A lot of speed out there, David, a lot of speed. And you can see with the Northwest boys, they want to get out there and run. And Michael Wells doesn't mind doing the same thing.
Wells misses the first.
He's very big, Michael Wells, as a guard. Not very tall. Very solid. Make him tough when he gets that momentum up, David, to stop him getting to the ring as he makes the second free throw.
Lockie Dent. Guarded there by Wells. Banyard. Little handoff now to Beveridge, captain of the Thunder. Campbell to Dent. Lockie Dent scoops it over to Beveridge. In now to Campbell. Right then left. Shot misses. Rebounded there by Pozoglu. Look away pass looking for Wells. He scrambles after it. Goes out of play. So low scoring opening. It's the 6 points so far. 4 to Melbourne, 2 to the Thunder.
Very fast though, David. Both teams looking to get out and run. Both teams exploding to the basket, but both teams playing some very good interior defence. So good start by both teams.
Paul Campbell. Now to Dent. Now to Beveridge. Fakes the shot, then moves in, dishes out from the corner. Bowling. Can't make it. Taken away by the Tigers. Here's Pozoglu. Long shot from the corner, misses. That was Luxford.
Whoa. Jeez, that was a risky pass, Dave, cross court.
Almost intercepted by Luxford. Beveridge stands up for the three-point attempt. Doesn't make it. And a bit of contact under the basket.
Let's have a look at there.
Foul. That's 3 fouls now on Melbourne Tigers through the first 3 minutes.
Van Merben's a bit confused. He said, I just got punched in the face, ref. I don't understand why I got a foul. The umpire quickly turns it.
Daniel Kinkeller.
You see the umpire said, you can't hit people with your face, mate. You can't do that. You just cop one to the eye.
Banyard to Campbell, now up to Dent. Lockie Dent beckons players towards him. That's Joel Beveridge. Into the paint goes Beveridge. Nice block. That was Kinkeller, I think. At the other end, off the glass, that's Michael Luxford. So early lead now. It's a quick transition to Banyard, who makes the 2. The other end, 6-4.
Very fast paced, David. I'm just seeing on the bench there, Kai Woodford's getting ready to come in. Very good local player.
Michael Luxford, busy early. There's a shot from Vitala. Doesn't make it. Oh, almost a good rebound. In fact, he gets in as Pozoglu. Wells. Mike Wells. 3 points. 9-4 is the score. And we got a timeout, Scotty, and certainly Mike Wells is lighting it up early.
Absolutely, and Nick Positively, geez, he's athletic off the explosion. He did 2 steps and just rose above everyone else. And you always want those sort of guys on your team, Dave, those hard workers, those Dennis Rodman types. They rebound, they do all the hard work, so it just makes it easier for your scorers.
It's an amazing rebounding side this year, the Tigers. They've got 2 in the top 10. Of course, Dane Pinot not lining up tonight. But certainly Positively was pretty good off the boards.
Yeah, he's been
7th in the league.
Absolutely, and that's his 3rd rebound for tonight, and we've only been playing 4 minutes, so just shows you his intentions and his role in the team. Very explosive, and he automatically looked to pass the ball out. North West Thunder, even though they're down by 5 at the moment, look good offensively, just the shots haven't been dropping, and they've been quite dominant on the basket down there, defensive rebounding end as well. So pretty good start by both teams. Melbourne, even though they're up 3 fouls to 1 day, we'll keep an eye on that, but they wouldn't want that to keep going on. Love watching Lockie Dent play. 184 centimetre guard, just controls the ball beautifully, never turns it over, David, makes good decisions. We heard Sam Armstrong, the coach, say before, I'd love to see him shoot the ball a bit more.
Yeah, he did say that too. Yeah, so we'll
typical point guard, facilitator, loves to give the ball off, and we see that with Steph Gardner too.
Yeah.
Tonight's the first night we've really seen her just take that shooting control. But yeah, she's a pass first guard, which is what you want in your point guard, of course.
Balls with Jordan Bowling. Now on the right hand side, it's Kai Woodfall. Pass from Bowling, losing the handle there was Campbell. Turnover. With Mike Wells, gets confronted by Dent, puts up the shot. Rebound, luck's the fortune for the Tigers. Was spilt by a couple of Thunder players. Positively took the rebound. Behind his back, Luxford moves in, little pass, a little left-handed floater there from Vitala. Was rebounded this time by Campbell. So an opportunity for the Thunder. They trail 9-4.
Yeah, that was unforgivable by the Thunder on that rebounding position. There's a steal by the Tigers. This will be an easy basket.
And Mike Wells. Let's talk about steals as Mike Wells makes the 2. We've got Mike Wells as 9th for steals. And Mickey Luxford is 5th for steals in the league, Scotty. So
yeah, what do we work out? 4 steals a game between them?
Yep.
Oh, great move.
Great move, Jordan Bowling.
Jordan Bowling was going to rise up there, David. It just pulled out at the last moment. But very explosive athlete. Good to see him healthy again.
One of the 2 imports for the Thunder. Stand-up shot there is missed from King Keller. Rebounded by Dent, who scoops it back in. Taken by Banyard. They got out of jail there, the Thunder. Great athleticism. Pass over the top from Woodfall. Good work, Banyard. Out now to Bowling. 2nd points in a minute. Little floating pass to Campbell. He turns, he loses the handle. The referee doesn't call jump ball. Campbell gets it back again. He misses the shot. And away they go through Mickey Wells. Or Mike Wells, sorry.
Yeah, the Tigers. I was just going to say, Dave, the Tigers have done their research on Campbell and know he's going to put the ball on the ground, and they're just swarming him. He just hasn't got that time and losing the fumbles there. Very good team defence.
And a foul there on Mike Wells. That's their 3rd foul, or 2nd foul now for the Thunder. Baseline ball, Tigers to Mickey Luxford. To Wells. Now to Hickey on the court for the first time. William Hickey, in he goes, puts up the left-hand shot, draws the foul, makes the 2, goes to the line for extra. Beautiful move there from William Hickey, Scott.
Yeah, William Hickey's one of the players that Sam Armstrong, the coach of the North West Thunder, pointed out as being a danger man. He's come straight onto the court in the first 10 seconds, Dave. Took the ball and took it straight to the basket. Very explosive. Just looking over here at King Keller, the big man from the Melbourne Tigers, sporting the Freddie Mercury moustache.
Yep.
Isn't that great to see?
As he misses the extra there, there's Hickey, but they get the offensive rebound.
When you look like a small building, Dave, you can wear whatever you want on your face and people are going to like it.
Luxford, beautiful move there from Positively. That's the first time we've really seen his class tonight. He makes the 2 off the glass, and it's getting out to dangerous proportions now for the Thunder. It's 15-9.
The Thunder just can't buy a basket at the moment, David. Their offense looks good.
On the court there is Jackson Lowe. He might have stood on the line, I think, Scott.
Yeah, it's well, we've talked enough about the boundary lines here. But Jackson Lowe coming in from the North West Thunder. Only a young man, David. I believe he's only in grade 11. Jackson Lowe looking here. And He's
Yes,
just come
17
back.
years of age.
Yep, he's just come back from the Nationals along with Rain Smith, and very, very good player.
Open shot now. Missed there from Daniel Kinkella. Boards won there by the Thunder. Need to start scoring. There's his Banyard, low trajectory. Missed the shot. Rebounded there by Lowe. Gets it out to Rain Smith though. The two youngsters on the court. Kai Woodfull. In he goes, finds some space, gets stripped to the ball though by Kinkella. Well, there might have been contact, was there, Scott?
Yeah, just
There was contact, yep.
little bit of contact. Been unlucky there.
Daniel Kinkella, yep.
Because he did a pretty good job. They're pretty safe hands. Just watching Jackson Lowe. I was just about to say before, Dave, he came third in the nation at the local championships for rebounding. And there's not much to him, but geez, he works hard in there. He doesn't mind pulling the elbows out, plays tough and strong. And to watch him, he's the kind of player in the opposition that you hate, but he's actually a great kid. He's a really nice young man. Just when he gets inside his four lines, he competes, David. He's an absolute animal. And a great three-point shooter, and they've been leaving him open too. So
Mike Wells just cruises up the court, open two. He misses it, rebounded by Bowling. Now to Banyard. Whoa, beautiful little hand in there from Pozoglu. He'll finish his work at the other end with a big two-handed slam. Nick Pozoglu steals. Up the court he goes, brings the crowd to life with a slam. 17-6. Electrifying stuff, Scott Brown.
absolutely. And geez, he took off with very effort there. And unlucky not to get the foul against him there. Rain Smith, who's come on for the Northwest.
Big three-point triple there from Jordan Bowling.
Big two-hand power slam, David. What we'd like to see.
So Bowling brings them 3 points close. The margin's 8. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. McDonald on the court with the red headband. Out to Wells, to McDonald in the corner. Flicks it out to Hickey. In goes Hickey into the corner.
he's
Puts up the
quick.
shot. He is quick. Foul on Jackson Lowe there.
Yeah, they're struggling to stay in front of him, and as soon as you get beside him on the hip, you're taught to bump into him because it's going to be a foul every time. I think he's just doing his bread and butter. I'm going to burn you off the first step and get to the free throw line. Fantastic to see. Well, it's even more fantastic to see is Derek McDonald just sport the old hardy pirate look there, which is you don't see that very often. The red headband looks like he's about to go to a rock concert though.
Just in the corner of my eye there, I saw Luella Tomlinson getting the MVP. Scott's got to compile that email to Mrs. Tomlinson after the game.
I did say she was the best player on the court. It's just a free throw, Mrs. Tomlinson.
Mike
I'm
Wells.
sorry.
Mike Wells makes 2.
Your daughter was awesome. I love her.
19-9. Lockie Dent. Right hand side of the court. Here he goes. Beautiful move. Then he dishes. Shot comes up from Rain Smith. Can't make it. Rebounded now by Wells.
Luella Thompson.
Nice intercept by
nice.
Bowling.
Oh, he's put
Bowling
it for the
stands
three.
up for the 3 and he's bringing them back to life here, the Thunder.
Just
How
gonna
many
say,
points Jordan Bowling, Scott?
The Jordan Bowling is
8 points.
8 points, 3 rebounds. It's good to see him healthy. So to say, Luella Tomlinson's about 3 times my size, Dave. I don't want to annoy her.
Catch up with her later at half-time. As,
Yeah, I will.
the shot misses there from Pozoglu. Oh, and Rain Smith nearly stumbles there, but he gets control of the ball. Out to Jackson Lowe, youngsters combining. Lockie Dent sums things up and goes himself for 3. Bounces on the top of the backboard. Turnover. There's a couple of substitutions take place. Luxford and Vitala on for the Melbourne Tigers.
The Northwest Thunder has just reduced the lead, Dave, 12-19. They'd like to get that, get a steal and get another bucket here.
Keller out to McDonald. Luxford. McDonald to Keller. Slow build up. Luxford. Positive move. Then look away bouncer. Over to McDonald, who puts up the big triple attempt and misses. Now to the young Rain Smith. Oh, they go the alley-oop. But not a bad attempt. But
5 feet too high,
just a
Dave.
bit mistimed there between the two players.
Would have looked fantastic.
Would have done. Been highlights reel for sure. Top 10
it.
plays. A long pass, no good. Campbell takes it. His pass is turned over to Luxford. Takes it like a chess mark in footy. Then he moves up the court nicely. Luxford, little pass out to Hickey, who misses the shot. A little bit hot there for Vitala, out of play. Got a timeout, Scott. Frenetic stuff. The Thunder.
Quarter time, David. Quarter time.
Quarter time. Gee, that's crept up.
It
Thanks,
has.
Scott.
It's been an explosive start.
Absolutely.
Lots of action.
19-12 was a score. Scotty, how do you see things at quarter time?
Yeah, entertaining game of basketball. We've got both teams freely scoring and some entertaining dunks at both ends.
So the Thunder shooting percentage early was down, and that's what cost them, if we look at that.
Absolutely, and they came back with some very strong defence. Just have a look down here. So 29% for the Northwest Thunder. That's not good. 44% for the Melbourne. And just have a look here. Northwest Thunder, Dave has missed all 4 of their free throws. They'll be filthy about that. Rebounding wise, 14 to Northwest, 11 to Melbourne. 2 assists to North, 5 to Melbourne there. And everything else, turnovers, Northwest, 7 to 3, Dave. Also not another very good stat for them. Tigers.
The stats are pretty even, except for that shooting percentage, and that's what it comes down to.
That's it.
Bowling, so impressive, especially in that last 5 minutes.
He did. To pull up
stem the bleeding a bit.
That's it. To be on a fast break, Dave, and have the opportunity to do a 3-pointer or a layup, and to pull up to do the 3 shows you the confidence of the man, which was a fantastic shot. Wells, 8 for the other team. Very, very similar stats there. Rebounds, positively, we knew he was going to be good there. 6 rebounds. 6 rebounds in the first quarter, just on a quiet trip for 24 rebounds there, David. And just down here for the assists. Yeah, not too many assists. It's more been one-on-one isolation basketball and spot shooting at the moment, but I'm sure that will change as the game goes on.
I mean, the highlight of that first quarter was the steal by Pozoglu, and then the dunk straight after.
He almost put his nostril on top of the rim. It's a
fantastic,
incredible vertical lift.
So 29 seconds left before we resume play. It's 19-12. It's Dave Moore and Scott Brown with you here on the NBL1 YouTube and on the website. A victory earlier tonight to the Melbourne Tigers against the Launceston Tornadoes. It was 87-79 from memory. Write that down. Thunder back on the court. As we said, Scott, the last 3 or 4 minutes, they just got a little bit of control back in the game, the Thunder.
They did. And they build their game on defensive hustle, fast break transition, and kicking out for 3-pointers, which they were allowed to do in that last 3 minutes. The Tigers will be focusing on changing that. I'm surprised, David, that Van Merven's been sitting for as long as he has. Just looking, there's no real reason for him to be there. Not too sure if it's just a rotational thing or if there was an injury.
It strikes me that they've got good bench depth, Scott.
They have got excellent
some of the players that have
there.
come off the bench, the likes of Hickey and McDonald.
Oh, 2 personal fouls, Dave. That might have been what it was. 2 fouls. You'd have to be something.
McDonald now to King Keller. Hand off to Hickey. He retreats. Goes into the paint. Gets contact. Misses the shot. And will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, William Hickey, beautiful mover off the ball there, Dave. Just gave a slight little head fake to the youngster down there in
Kobe
Jackson. Great name for a basketballer, Kobe.
Good young AFL player as well, Kobe Jackson.
Yes, he is. Yep.
He makes the first of the free throws as Hickey.
His dad was a very good basketballer as well, Dave.
Yep.
But
the Jackson triplets, I think, from memory, from up Northwest Coast, all good footballers as well.
And all good young men too.
Yep.
I remember playing against them. It's hard to hate them. Such nice skins off the court.
Kobe Jackson on cue. Holds it up. To the Dent. Then he goes.
Strong
Loses it, but Kobe Jackson's there for the spillage. Out now to Rain Smith. He falls over but gets away to Dent, who puts up a little floater. Rebounded nicely there by Campbell. Stripped of the ball, out of play, no foul.
Paul Campbell at the moment, they're very inefficient on the inside, just with some extra moves and steps and fakes he doesn't need to do. He just needs to explode straight back up because they're waiting for him to bring that ball down and just stripping them of it.
Bowling to Campbell to Jackson. Rain Smith straight away shot with the left hand. Long rebound. Jackson to Dent. In goes Smith again. Shows a bit of class, misses the shot. Draws a contact. Probably McDonald there, I think. Yep, 24. Nick Draper signals the referee. So to the line goes Rain Smith. Shows a couple of classy moves there, the young boy.
He's is a national representative at this sport, Dave, and the boy can score. They call them buckets up on the coast. He just goes out there and scores. And he doesn't look like, it looks like a stiff breeze can blow him over, but he's a lot stronger than he looks, holds a good core, beautiful jump shot. And he loves just getting, if he gets to the elbow, Dave, pencil it in for 2 points. It's just automatic.
There's a little shot there from Mickey Luxford. Doesn't make it, so a chance here for the Thunder. Lockie Dent goes all the way. Lovely block there. Well, it wasn't. There was contact.
Yeah, that's...
Hickey not happy, but referee's closer than us, so we'll go to the line for 2.
Back in the old days, Dave, hand was part of the ball.
That's it. That's right, Scotty. That's what Sam Armstrong want Lockie Dent to do. You talked to us at half-time in the girls' game, the women's game.
To be aggressive.
Be aggressive and go for the points. And he drew the foul, and he makes the first of the free throws.
And Lockie Dent just has this walk of confidence when he's on the court. The other guys, the heads are higher. And he's got such good ball control. And he is a beautiful jump shot, Dave. But he is a team-oriented player.
Margin sneaks back to 4. McDonald. Pass it around the perimeter. It's with Hickey to King-Keller. Luxford now, it's with King-Keller again.
Oh,
lovely
strong move.
Daniel King-Keller. Straight under the basket. Flips it in. 22-16 at the other end. Lockie Dent. Having a good couple of minutes here. Here's Lockie Dent, the 19-year-old. Out it goes to McDonald. Little fake inside the 3-point line. Front of the ring. Rebounded okay though by King-Keller. Back to Hickey. 10 left on the shot clock. In goes Hickey. Flips it over to nobody.
Good defence by Rain Smith. He was about to fall over on the back of his heels, but he held on. And Hickey, a little bit angry at himself for tossing the ball away, but geez, what a player.
The peripheral vision, second game, getting tongue-tied. Let him down a little bit there. It's Kobe Jackson up against Wells. Now to Banyard. Little flick out to Jackson. Rain Smith inside of Banyard, doesn't quite hit the mark. Turnover, Pozoglu to Wells. Batala to Luxford. Retreats. Good defence, Lockie Dent. Luxford, oh, beautiful pass. Great move, Tigers. Finishing it off there is Pozoglu. He's often on the end of those sort of moves.
Beautiful backdoor action there, and they just know where each other's going to be, and it's poetry in motion when it gets pulled off. 24-18. The Thunder just caught on the outside the perimeter a bit, Dave.
Banyard against Pozoglu, nearly makes the steal. Back with Dent, puts up the 3-point attempt and makes it. Lockie Dent.
Lockie Dent. You can see why Armstrong, the coach.
Oh, it's a quick transition at the other end, and it's missed there by Vitala. Quite a straightforward shot, beautiful pass. Wasn't sure who delivered it, but it was right on the money. And Vitala couldn't quite finish the good work.
The coach is shaking his head down here, the Melbourne Tigers coach, just looking out here, Brad Penow, and he's looking at someone he wasn't happy with that.
Long shot again from Dent, not this time. Good offensive rebound from Bowling.
Jeez.
He's off balance, he draws a foul.
He made an easy layup look very difficult there, but draws the body contact.
He's got the moisture mopped up as players hit the deck there.
Pozoglu was the one with the foul. They're very soft foul though. Interesting decision there by the referee, but clearly something we didn't see, David. Pozoglu looks very bemused, still staring at the umpire like he's been accused of crime, and pleased he hasn't done it. And Chris Bowling, geez, he's a powerful figure once he gets moving.
Sets himself for the free throw, the first of them, makes it. And Scotty Martin's back to 3, so the Thunder have done pretty well here.
They have.
So remind me, at quarter time there, it was 19-12, so they've clawed their way back in the contest, and it's now 2 points.
It's at 10-5 in this quarter, David. And their full court pressure is really upsetting the Tigers at the moment.
Okay, Michael Luxford's got it. Round the perimeter they go. Oh, Wells slips over. Has to release. Releases as far as Dent. He looks around and says, I'll go all the way. Oh, beautiful block was it by McDonald.
It is a foul.
No, it's a foul.
Just collected him. Was a beautiful block though, David, considering he was pretty much horizontal in the air there, McDonald. And Lockie Dent did what the Melbourne Tiger players should have done on their fast break and didn't slow down, went straight at the basket.
Lockie Dent, Scotty, 7 points. Bit of timeout happening here, so let's just assess how the Thunder have got them way back into this game.
Great defensive pressure. Their full court press has forced a few turnovers by the Tigers, and the turnovers were very, very close. Well, actually, no, they weren't. The Northwest Thunder was 7-2, and I'm just going to the summary now, David. I reckon that number is closed in a bit, and then we go down to turnovers, 8-5. So there you go. And the Thunder, they were turning the ball over like they just didn't care whether they had it or not in the first quarter. They're taking much better care of the basketball this time round, and it's paying them dividends. Taking better shots and getting the ball inside. That's the reason the Northwest is doing well. Tigers aren't doing too much wrong, just missing a few easy shots and making just that extra pass they don't need to make at the moment. They are struggling against the press. They need to do something because they're losing 10 to 11 seconds every offensive possession.
14 fouls from Melbourne, Scotty. That's escaped my attention, but I've seen it now. So to the line the Thunder will go after each foul now. So 6 minutes left in this second quarter. Lockie Dent, you can't say enough about his effort in this quarter.
Absolutely, he's been good.
Taking them on.
He is. He's a court leader. He never gets tired, Dave. He can hit the open three. And we saw when he hit that three-pointer, he was very aware. Before he picked it up, he looked at the shot clock, had a good awareness of what he needed to do, popped the shot in. Great player. Good size for a point guard too, David. Very good size. The player that needs to lift on their side, that's got all the ability. I'm just looking at his name here. Not Jordan Bowling. Who's the other one? Just looking down here. Who's their other import for the Northwest, Dave?
Nick Banyard.
Nick Banyard. Started off well, just faded a little bit. Has drifted out towards the three-point line. He's a big, strong man. We'd love to see him get inside there and put a bit of impact on. Is Lockie Dent. He's a 95% free throw shooter, Dave. He's not going to miss.
And
pretty much he hasn't touched the ring yet.
Scores a level here at the Elephant Sports Centre. Great second quarter here from the Thunder so far. A long way to go, of course. With Kinkella. Little jumper there from Pozoglu, misses. Rebound taken there by the Thunder. Bowling, back to Dent. To Bowling. Wide at a Dent now. Here's Joel Beveridge, the skipper. Into Banyard, looking for options. He turns, he goes himself now. Might have got his shot semi-blocked there. He was after a foul. Referee Draper having none of it.
Stronger play there, though. That's what he needs to do. Just needs to keep forcing his way inside. They will call that foul eventually, David.
It's now with Mike Wells. A good first quarter, Mike Wells. Now Pozoglu for three. Rebounded by Bowling. He's strong off the boards at the moment. The Thunder in this second quarter. Little pass over the top there from Woodfall. Banyard.
There we go.
Fade away. Gets the foul. You picked it, Scotty.
Yeah,
he's putting himself in there.
He's got those big, broad shoulders. He just has to keep driving it in there because they've got to. It's one or two things are going to happen. You're either going to score or you're going to get fouled. Very famous story out there, David. Adrian Dantley used to play in the Detroit Pistons, and that's what he kept being told. Keep taking it inside. You either score or you get fouled. And it's one of the reasons those Isaiah Thomas 80s teams were so successful.
Banyard misses the first.
That was a clang that came straight off the back of the rim.
Walks away just to collect himself. It's a word of encouragement there from Jordan Bowling.
I like Luella Thomason. She would have sunk that one there, David.
You've got to make up at half time.
Oh, yeah.
Banyard misses the second. I don't know how that didn't fall.
Their free throws are killing them, Dave. I'm just having a look here. It's not good. 8 from 12. Yep. Well, it's even less than that. It's 8 from 14 now.
Kinkella now in the corner. Long shot. Beautiful three there for Mickey Luxford. And that's a big basket. It puts them back in front, 27-24. Here's Banyard to Beveridge, to Dent in the corner. Not this time for Lucky Dent. Rebound to Pozoglu, nearly gets stripped out from him. In fact, well done Lucky Dent, because last contact with the ball was made from the Tigers there, Pozoglu, so it's going to be a Thunder ball. Trail by 3, the Thunder.
We just had a
trail by 7 at quarter time. Yes,
Jordan Bowling just coming off there, Dave, for Paul Campbell coming back in, the big centre.
Lucky Dent moves in. Hooks it out now to Beveridge, who misses the 3. Contested rebound. It's with Kinkella.
Got one out
to
here.
Wells, to Luxford off the glass. So Mickey Luxford couple of big involvements of recent times.
It's the third time the Tigers have had an easy transition basket, full court pass there, Dave.
29,
they've got to do better, get back on that.
29-24. Banyard stands up for a shot.
That's it.
Bounces in.
Good shot.
Bit of luck they needed. The Thunder reduces the margin to the 3 points. Big King Keller there with Luxford. 5 points in the last couple of minutes. They go through Pozoglu. Moves beautifully.
Oh, what a player.
Gee, that would have been a fantastic basket. Didn't make the bucket. Off the boards, it's the Thunder. Now Banyard open for 2, low trajectory. Rebounded Pozoglu. He's high up on the boards at the moment. That's his 8th rebound.
Yeah, Pozoglu's been very, very strong on the boards.
Luxford hooks it out. Long 3-point attempt. Doesn't hit the backboard, but Luxford stands on the line there. So it'll be a Thunder ball. Just a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment, Scott.
Yeah, it is. It's very, very good basketball. Bit of a chess match. The players go to their respective huddles there just to talk it out a bit. Tigers would be happy that they've responded here, Dave. All the momentum was going to the Northwest Thunder, but they've settled the tide there, straightened the ship. And Pozoglu, been very impressed by him. William Hickey's getting involved in the game a bit there. And just have a look down here at...
Luxford's the one that's steadied them in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, Mixie Luxford, sorry.
Yep, 7 points.
And Van Merben's waiting for him to come back in. He had a really strong influence in that first couple of minutes, but I reckon they've said while the game's close, let's just keep you off and have you fresh and come back on in the second half, because he hit that opening 3, got a couple of rebounds, and it's a luxury that they've got in their pocket there, the Melbourne Tigers.
It's not a big worry yet, but there's 3 Tigers on 2 fouls. It's Van Merben, as you mentioned, Derek McDonald, also Nick Pozoglu himself, so no major worry at the moment. But
this is a great seeing the old Melbourne Tigers uniform out.
I love
there.
it. Yep.
The old colours there of Copeland and
And look, we spoke.
Ben Simmons' dad.
We spoke in the women's game, and we're just hoping that Tassie can be back in there. Big news during the week, Larry Kesselman.
Absolutely.
Just about confirmed, subject to a couple of things. Just a few $1 million, no. Subject to a couple of things.
Dropping the bucket for him,
yep.
Dave. Dropping the bucket.
A bit of government support, and I think we'll see an NBL team here.
Absolutely.
We'll relive those days of the Tassie Devils, which we loved back in the 90s.
Anyway, they're really asking for that government to help with the stadium, aren't they? To make it a world-class facility.
Kai Woodfall, spins nicely. Then steadies and gets it back to Beveridge. Beveridge goes in with the right hand and makes 2 off the glass.
Good play there by Beveridge.
Joel Beveridge, 27-year-old, at the prime of his career. Great servant of Northwest Thunder basketball. Little handoff now. Moving left, moving right, flipping it around. Now it's with Pozoglu for the big triple attempt. Ran nicely by Woodfall. Off to Rain Smith.
Oh.
Nearly travelled. Back though to Woodfall. Oh, big 3. Kai Woodfall. One of the youngsters, Scotty, gets involved.
That's it. And he's very well respected by a lot of the young lads down here in Launceston. They love Kai Woodfall.
23 years of age.
Like that.
Nice move by Wells. He gets hammered underneath the basket there, I suspect, by Paul Campbell. So Mike Wells just taking it on.
Smith, that one there, Dave. Just a bit of body. But Paul Campbell gave him a good whack on the way through after the whistle too.
2 points to margin. 2 minutes left. Crows are in front. Scott's happy.
Oh, go boys. The one time I don't tip them, Dave, that'll be all right.
As first free throw converted there from Mike Wells. He's up to 4 points. Sorry. No, I think he's up to 4 points for tonight.
Yeah, 10 points there for Mike Wells if this drops. 9 points now.
Sorry, got it right third time. Thanks, Scotty.
You're welcome.
Kai Woodfall. 2 minutes left to half time. As Beveridge feeds it out now to Campbell. So Woodfall for another 3. Not this time.
Good decision though, Dave. That's all Northwest can do is make the right shot.
Flicked out by Luxford to Wells, who's been busy. Goes in the guard and makes the 2. Draws the extra. Electrifying stuff there, Mike Wells.
Jeez,
hasn't he come in the game in the last couple of minutes, Scott?
He has, and he's just got a similar build to Darren Williams, used to play in the NBA. Just that stocky guard, very lightning off the side there. And that's the way I got to the basket. Then saw a gap, was able to accelerate laterally to his left. And when you're a big player, Dave, there's nothing worse when you're going right and you've got to come back in the other direction at speed. And we saw that with Campbell there, big Paul Campbell. He was unable to get there in time and committed the foul.
And makes the extra. So Tigers 33-31 up now.
The Northwest Thunder guards, they've got to be better, Dave, defensively. They're allowing the guards of the Tigers just to dominate a little bit here.
Kobe Jackson to bowling. Turns now. Steadies, doesn't make it. Taken away by Hickey. As Wells again to his left. And that's out of play. So all ball there. And that challenge from Rain Smith.
Yeah, the Melbourne bench, I would say they've disagreed. The coaches just called the umpire over and just said, look, we're just hearing it there. I was going to say exactly what he was going to say, but he did it for me.
I think our effects might probably pick that up.
Yeah.
Worse the effect of sit down and shut up.
That's good from the coach, though, because it's nothing worse as a junior when you see your heroes up there abusing the umpires, Dave, and they're right 10 times out of 10.
Good leadership there from the coach there in Brad Pinot. Good to see.
I'm assuming the dad of Dane.
Yep, I'd say so.
He's a tall lad too, isn't he? Dad looks like he could put on the jersey and get out there and have a bit of a game. But that's good for him to say, look, that's enough. Too many coaches
good
get caught up
refereeing too, not going the knee-jerk reaction there, just giving a bit of a warning.
Yeah, 3 more good refs out there too, Dave.
Rain Smith goes in. Beautiful move, Rain Smith. Left hand. Showing the class of the young player there. 33 apiece. Great ball game. Touch on the low scoring side, but certainly an even contest. Here's Pozoglu. Oh, he almost gets his pass intercepted. Kinkella reads it well and makes 2. Opportunist basket there from big Daniel Kinkella.
He's a big boy.
Standing up for the shot. Sky Woodfall.
Now, Dave, after talking the umpires up, this is what irks me. They had no impact on the play whatsoever. And that's what the player said. Really? You called me for that? There's a slight bump on the rebound. No one was pushed over. It didn't stop the flow of the game. You just got to let those ones go for. Unless someone seriously gets shoved over, you're going to let the boys play. Oh, that was a good screen, though, there.
Michael Luxford.
Pozoglu.
In goes Pozoglu for the 2 points and makes it.
Oh, I like him, Dave. Pozoglu.
37-33. 1 chance left for the Thunder. Will they pull the trigger for a triple? They've got to get a shot first. And here's Banyard now.
Oh,
just his shot wasn't great. Good pressure there from Kinkella. Long now from Luxford. Off balance. And we got half time here at the Elfin Sports Centre. In a pretty entertaining and tight contest. Melbourne Tigers 37, Thunder 33. When the Tigers are in front, they deserve to be in front. The Thunder came at them, and they're just steady towards the end. But it's anyone's ball game, Scott.
That's it. Northwest Thunder, they look like they've been fighting from behind the entire game. But the Tigers, they look in control. They've looked in control since the tip. And it's the rebounding strength that's keeping them in it, allowing them to penetrate and get second opportunities. Northwest Thunder, they just started to rely on the outside shot just a little too much there.
They won the second quarter, Scott.
They did, and it's what got them back in the game, though, Dave, is that three-point shooting. They're known as a three-point shooting team. That's where they get their confidence from. You can see Armstrong, who was a shooter himself, really backs his players in. But you can't win the game by just shooting threes, Dave. They're going to have to get some of these other things patched up.
Your infantry players, Lockie Dent has had a great quarter that second quarter, didn't he?
He was.
Jordan Bowling as well.
Lockie Dent was probably the player of that quarter for the Northwest Thunder. Just great control. Got pretty much all 8 of his points in that quarter. For the Tigers, Wells on 12. Pozoglu, like him, on 8. And Luxford on 7. We haven't called Luxford's name much, Dave, but he's been very, very good.
He's had really key involvements.
He has.
Just really important involvements at crucial times.
And he's also, Luxford's the young man who's been getting out on the fast breaks, Dave, and getting a few of those easy layups.
A big triple from the corner too at a pretty crucial stage.
Absolutely. And Pozoglu leading rebounding, we expected that. Campbell on 7. Campbell offensively not really being strong, Dave, but their defensive work on him, they've done their homework. They're really forcing him, knowing he puts it on the ground, forcing turnovers there. We've loved that. Barnyard on 5 and Bowling on 5 for Northwest. Wells for Tigers on 3, along with Vitalala. Is that how Vitala on 2. With the assists, 3 for Wells. Expect him to get up around the 8 or 9 by the end of the game. And Rain Smith, the young man from the Northwest Coast, on 2. 1 for Barnyard. They'll be a bit that'll be the area that we're looking at, the sharing of the ball, getting them in the right spots on the flow. Bit of a low thing there.
Interesting scoring shot. There's the field goal percentage.
Well, they came back there, Dave. They were on like 19 or something. It was
10% different, 42 to 32. Yet there's only 4 points in the game. So
that's right. And when you come down here, I reckon the 3 points is what's held them in there. Although it's 3 for each side. The rebounding, Northwest Thunder is taking control there. They were down by a long way in that. And the turnovers has balanced out, Dave, and that was awesome. They were up 7-1, and that's one you don't want to be leading in.
Interesting that the Tigers are staying on the court, not going into the change rooms at half time. So we're just going to have a quick chat and get to another warm-up happening. We might take a short break, Scotty. We're not on the radio for this game, so we can just have a short break. And we'll be back in a little while at the start of the second half. It's 37 Melbourne, 33 Thunder.
I'll see you then, Dave.
You're 12, okay. For a 12-year-old who's done this before, we'll let you shoot from there. That was a bit of a long shot here, so no. Here we go for another shot. Here we go. Georgie's going to try again. So you just see it before? Here we go. Here we go, and he told me on Thursday night training, I didn't believe me, he had a Melbourne Tigers top. They had turned around it to the basketball. Jordan field up half with the NTFUA in Launceston, and now he's going to try and win $500. Okay, Jordan Owen. Now, can you actually see that? Yes, he has trouble seeing 3 pieces, so he might have seen it. Here we go. Jordan Owen for $500 will never be at the end of it if he gets it. We also have 5 systems in our Umpires Association. And the fine system is for something like that, it's going to cost you $2 a
Welcome back to the NBL1 live stream here from Elfland Sports Centre in Launceston, Tasmania. And it's North West Thunder 33 trailing the Melbourne Tigers 37 at half time. So it's been a good contest, Scotty. Only the 4-point margin, so both teams can reset and sum up. What do you think the key factors you saw in the first half there?
Well, I think, like I said, the score's tight and close, but I think the Melbourne Tigers have had... They've been the dominant team. They look in control. Their bench depth goes down a bit further than the Northwest Thunder. Northwest Thunder got forced out a bit there on their half-court offence. Their full-court offence through their full-court defence was exceptional. When they got transition, Northwest Thunder really looked to come to their own. Northwest Thunder's bigs are really struggling. I think the inside defence and the general size of the Tigers have been really good.
Posaglu's been fantastic.
Posaglu, I love him. I've only seen him play this time around, but geez Louise, he just his offensive rebounding and just his rebounding in general is exceptional. He's not a big guy, Dave. He just works hard down there. You've got to love hard workers. And the fact that they've got Van Merben, he's barely played. And he's ready there to go. He's fresh. And he's a big man. I was walking down there before the game, and when the boys arrived in, and he's a big unit. Look, I think the Tigers, they'll have something up their sleeve here. Northwest Thunder are going to have to continue playing at their back.
There's room for improvement for Thunder, though.
There is lots of room for improvement.
Nick Banyard's been a little bit quiet, as we said. Jordan Bowling's coming in and out of the game. So now if their big guns start to fire, they're well and truly in this contest.
The young one I've loved, though, is Lockie Dent. What a player. Just control. And you wouldn't think he's the age he is. You'd think he's been playing the game at the top level for 10 years. It's just his control. Doesn't turn the ball over, makes great shots, gets his teammates involved. Been really impressed by him. I'll be watching, though, and wouldn't be surprised if Mickey Luxford or even Mike Wells, probably Mike Wells even, Dave, goes straight to Lockie Dent.
Right,
and there he goes. Just called, I think he said, I reckon the coach would have said, your job's to shut him down. And I really liked William Hickey.
Yep.
I was very impressed with him. I love a little bit of aggro, a little bit of anger. And I love the little controversy of the coach telling his players to pull their head in to shut up. I like that too.
Right away here in the third quarter at Elvin Sports Centre, Scott Brown and Dave Moore. As a little pass comes over the top now to Banyard.
A pass.
Well, underneath to Dent. Decides not to shoot. Now he moves out and does shoot. Just inside the 2-point line. Nice follow up there. Second chance points for Nick Banyard. So good start for the big American there.
Yeah, he has to get involved. He's a big man. He's going to be a leader of this team.
37-35. There's Michael Luxford. Dish off. Shot comes from number 15 there. That's Van Merben, who's only played a few minutes in this game. The other end, it's Campbell who puts up a shot. He makes two, and all of a sudden the scores are level.
But they need Campbell to do exactly what he did there. No bouncing around the key and fuffing about with David. Straight up and score. He's such a beautiful scorer inside the key.
Passing around the perimeter now are the Tigers. Fatala steadies himself, decides not to pull the trigger. In the corner now, Luxford, slightly off balance on a great shot. Unlucky there, it comes off the hand of Paul Campbell. Or does it? Maybe it came off the Tigers last, I think.
I think the shot clock went off, Dave. Although I reckon if we went to the third umpire, I reckon that was a bit closer than the umpire casually just slotted the ball to.
Paul Campbell. Now to Beveridge. And Banyard. Started well in this corner and makes another two with Nick Banyard. So he's just accumulating a few points in this third quarter. And they lead now, the Northwest Thunder, 39-37.
Yep, 10 points.
At the other end, Posaglu, little hook shot.
Oh, I like him, David.
He makes the two.
Just does the simple things.
Lockie Dent finds a way through. Goes himself and slips over at the crucial moment. Steps out of court. So turnover now in the back court. Max Fatala. Good start for the Thunder, Scott.
Absolutely enough.
6-0 run, start of the quarter.
After saying Lockie Dent doesn't turn over the ball, he's a little bit unlucky there, but moisture on the court.
Lost the footing. Here's Wells, impressive. Finds himself some space. Oh, good reject there from Campbell.
Absolutely, and he's got a good vertical lift, and Paul Campbell had to lift. He would be disappointed in his first half. He's a leader of this team.
Third in blocks in the league, Scott, is Paul Campbell.
And he came right across on the weak side, David, so he's going to get another one here if he's Melbourne aren't careful. Oh, he has!
Little shot.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I thought he got a fingertip on that one.
Makes the points to Posaglu. Frenetic start to this third quarter. Bowling to Banyard, to Beveridge, the Bees combine. Little bounce pass now to Campbell. Long from Bowling. Yes,
Great
3
shot.
from downtown. Jordan Bowling. And now the Thunder retake the lead, 42-41.
Jordan Bowling's just got a picture-perfect technique when he releases that ball right at the top of his jump. Hard to guard.
Luxford skips inside into the corner. Van Merben rebounded offensively, little tip in, no good. Now they take it away, the Thunder. Banyard has got Campbell in support, and now Beveridge. Bowling little
Great
pass over the top to Campbell to Banyard. So the big guns combining there for the Thunder, and they've wrestled a 3-point lead after trailing by 4 at half time.
The signature Northwestern basketball too, Dave. Everyone gets their hand on the ball, hit the open man. It's beautiful to watch.
Mike Wells goes in, he finds some space in the lane there and gets contact on the way.
He's been good, Mike Wells, Dave. Just gets to the hole for such a little diminutive man compared to those standing around him. Just finds those little holes. Bugsy Bogues like.
First personal there on Lockie Dent. In fact, it wasn't on the act of shooting, says the referee, so baseline ball.
Harsh decision there, Dave.
Thought so. Van Merben to Wells. Van Merben from the perimeter. 3 points, Van Merben.
What a touch
Scored
for
the
a big
first
man.
points of the night. And now a big triple levels up the scores, 44 apiece. Can't pick her in this game at the moment, Scotty.
Yeah. Hit
Kick out of the wire.
big basket to break up the run. It was an 11-4 run up to that basket.
Jordan Bowling for 3.
Well, good
Barely
defense
hits
there.
Barely hits the rim there.
If Vinalar did get his hand up there, Dave, that would have been a make.
Pozoglu, little pass. Shot missed there by Vitala.
Tyler, I like him. He's been working hard down there. Great
Lockie
defensive
Dent.
effort.
Oh, yeah, gets a hand in as Pozoglu knocks the ball away. Thunderball. Some substitutions happening. Here comes Kai Woodfall. We'll give Joel Beveridge a rest. Just the one foul through 4 minutes of this third quarter. Dent. Long ball to Woodfall is intercepted. Away they go. This is Luxford. Gets contact underneath the basket. Misses. No foul. Rebounded Bowling. Back to Dent.
It's what you like to see, Dave, for your players when they turn the ball over like that they fight to get the ball back. Good work, Lockie Dent.
Banyard bumps into his opponent. Pozoglu, who gets a hand in and takes the ball away. So turnover is Pozoglu again. Steadies. Doesn't shoot. Luxford for 3. Rebound important. Contested. On the ground. It's taken by the Tigers. In goes Wells. Now steadied again with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Mickey Luxford. Out to the corner. Pozoglu. There's a whistle and play before that. Points don't count.
Possibly just went, looked straight at the person behind him. Said, of course they blow a whistle. I'll finally make one. What a character. He's interpreted a ref. Why'd you blow a whistle?
Side ball. So the foul was called before that that shot from Pozoglu. So side ball to Luxford.
Speaking of Pozoglu, he's just said to the little 6-year-old with the mop, get back out of here. A bit of sweat just here. Young man obliges. It is good to see the local community, all these primary school kids out here, Dave, banging the drums and using the mops.
It's great to see it.
We saw that up at the Northwest Coast the other night too.
Lots of volunteers here at basketball in Northern Tasmania.
Absolutely.
It was at all clubs in the NBL1. That's what it's all about. Community getting together. Here goes Pozoglu, fakes the shot, puts in a little floater. Doesn't make it. Taken away now, Banyard underneath to, that's Rain Smith who makes the 2 off the glass. And they're back in front, the Thunder.
That's the thing too, Dave, where Pozoglu whacked the backboard. Even if that missed, they would have counted. You can't touch the basket anytime.
Wells, in he goes, beautiful move. And draws the foul. Points count. Wow. Go to the line for the extra.
Interesting decision, Dave. That was called by the trail ref when the referee dead under the basket where the action was, didn't make the call.
And they're talking about head contact there, so that's the call on Mike Wells. Gee, I tell you what, he's just an explosive player. He talked about that low centre of gravity and his pace when he approaches the basket.
It's very quick. That's what you want for your point guards, though. You want them to draw the defense, especially as a big. You want your player to go to help. Oh.
Misses the extra. Rebounded now by Banyard.
Close game, Dave. Can't get closer than
46 apiece. They tried by 4 at half time. Little pass comes into Banyard. He turns, gets his shot blocked by Kinkella.
Oh,
Pass out dangerous, but comes out all right. Woodfall pulls the trigger. Kai Woodfall doesn't make it. Rebounded by Hickey. He gets contact. There's a foul.
Geez, the Northwest have made some interesting decisions. You've got Rain Smith out there who's just led the competition in three-point shooting all by himself and not getting that extra pass to him. Just poor offensive awareness by Northwest. I reckon if they saw that on the tape, they would have made that extra pass. He would have loved all that space.
Now with Hickey to Kinkella. Luxford dishes out. Over now to Hickey. Bouncer to the corner to Wells. Misses the triple attempt. Nice rebound, Rain Smith. Out now to Beveridge, back on the court. Joel Beveridge to Rain Smith. A bit off balance, puts up the long shot. It's the front of the ring. Rebounded by Wells. Great pass. Luxford, those pass wasn't so great. Now with Woodfall, it's end-to-end stuff here. He might just steady things down here, Kai Woodfall. That's it to Banyard. Banyard right, left, little float with the left hand. Great basket, Nick Banyard.
Enough giving him a quiet spray and half.
14 points, Scotty. He's come very good in this game.
And he needed to, Dave. Look at the size of his. He's the biggest man out there.
48-46. Pozoglu to Wells. Back to Pozoglu for triple. Not this time. Rebounded by Campbell casually.
He sort of laconically just does everything, doesn't he, Paul Campbell?
Kai Woodfall. Looking for options. It's a screen there from Campbell. Now Banyard thought about the triple. Shot clock running down a bit now. Campbell turns. Nice block there from Kinkella. Falls out to Beveridge. Shot has to come now. Doesn't make it there. There's Woodfall. So it's a Tigers ball. It's with Hickey.
Kinkella has been very important down there. Paul Campbell having very minimal impact on this game.
Sorry, Scotty Pozoglu had the pass intercepted by Joel Beveridge. Gee, it's a tight game. Losing the handle though, there might have been contact, and Pozoglu goes away, reels away from the contest, realises there was. So
it's his third personal, David.
That's 14 fouls for the Thunder, 1 to Melbourne. It's their first foul, I think, for this quarter.
About to see Simon Loken. Now, if you haven't seen Simon Loken before, he's big. He's 206 centimetres. He's a big boy.
On the court.
And they need to give Paul Campbell a rest. Just say before too, Dave, that Kinkella, fantastic defensive effort. Paul Campbell, no impact. Offensively, absolutely zero. You take that young man out there, he's been fantastic.
Here's Lockie Dent. Finds some space in the lane and puts it up off the glass. Great move, Lockie Dent. And it's a 4-point lead, Scott. It's close to a game-high lead. They were 4 points at half-time, beg your pardon, so they've got the same margin.
Northwest has changed to a zone, and the Tigers just getting used to playing back in their song.
Here they go now with Rain Smith. Out to Dent, who loses the handle. Wells tries to keep it in. And it's gone out of play as the two players help each other up.
Whoa. That is, talk about the power of the coach. That was definitely taken out by the Melbourne player.
So it looks like they've called a jump ball situation, Scott. Is that the way I'm reading it?
Oh, geez, I hope so.
Two thumbs come up.
I hope so, David.
Possession arrow is pointing the Tigers' way. It's now with Pozoglu. Now to Hickey. Kinkella. Luxford. Impressive. Back to Mickey Luxford. Oh, a little pass to Hickey. Steady himself.
And a foul. Good play.
With 2 points count, I think they do. Wow, that was some velocity on that pass, Scott.
It was.
Hit the target, and Hickey steadied himself.
That's it. And Loken trying to get there in time, trying to put on the brakes, but he just bumped straight into him. Unfortunate. Great play by Will Hickey.
Chance for the extra. He misses it. Oh, and it falls off the hands of Banyard. Oh, easy shot missed by Kinkella, but he gets the follow-up. And all of a sudden, it's back to level, 50 apiece. 50-50. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Great contest here at Elfin Sports Centre. Hope you're enjoying it. It's big Simon Loken. Nice little pass to Rain Smith. He just fumbled slightly. Falls out of play. He's not happy with himself, but nice involvement there, Loken and Rain. Smith.
Loken just put a bit of chili on that pass. He really pegged it at him. And Ray Smith's like, Jesus, I was a foot away, mate. He just looked at him going, a bit hard. But Ray Smith will be his perfect. Simon Loken, that was a good vision for a big man.
Yep.
Close game, Dave.
50 all.
Liking it. I reckon it's going to get down to overtime. Can you have that feeling, David?
Yep, there's Hickey. Now it's with McDonald on the court. This is the triple. Well done, Lockie Den underneath the basket. Point guard. Goes to his right, spins, tries to get the pass away to Loken off the Tigers' hand. There'll be a Thunder ball.
Just love the way Lockie Den goes about it. Got a big push there, and he's just does his thing. Just keeps playing, head on. Good for young kids to see.
100% effort, Lockie Den. Here he is again.
Doesn't argue, just plays hard.
Banyard.
Great move.
Good in this third
move.
quarter. Oh, yes, he makes the two. And Nick Banyard now 16 points, Scott.
Absolutely.
He's had a big influence.
He must have heard me, David. He's lifted.
52 to 50. Big game this one for the Tigers and the Thunder. Thunder really must win to keep in touch. Now with Wells for a triple. Nice rebound, Kinkella. Hickey steps out. He doesn't make the triple either. Rebound, Banyard.
Simon Logan's got to work harder on those defensive box out. You can't let a big guy what's his name? I've lost it.
Kinkella,
that's it. You can't let him just walk into the middle of the key, David, because he's just going to swallow those rebounds up.
Simon Loken. And there might be a foul there. Yep, it is. It's against Max Vitala. Two number sixes. Lockie Dan has a bit of a smile afterwards. It's a thunder ball from the side. Kobe Jackson.
Lockie Dan just did an old trick. The guy set a screen on me, just ran his hand up to his armpit. Look, he's holding me, ref.
Banyard. Great move. Left hand little shot. Doesn't make. Here goes Wells. Kobe Jackson. Yep. And that'll be to the line.
Oh, what a shot.
It was a great shot.
It's not going to count.
Nick Draper not counting, he says. We'll go to the line because it's 5 team fouls now in the bonus situation.
You don't see a sideways floater, one-hand push shot from 34 feet very often, David. What a shot from the littlest guy on the court. Now, Melbourne Tigers, if you look at their highlights packages, Dave, they love to do dunks all over the place. Haven't seen that much tonight.
No, neither team really.
Credit to both defences.
As Wells makes the first. Look at the shooting percentages when you get a chance there, Scott.
All on it.
Drums are beating.
That's it.
And he makes both free throws. Just a long transition. Oh. Rain Smith has to take a half volley. Does pretty well in the end. Oh, and he has to throw it up because it's nearly three-quarter time.
Yeah, that snuck up.
And this three-quarter time, 52 apiece.
Okay, percentages, David. 39% to Northwest Thunder, 37% to Melbourne, 51% on the twos there to 47%. Both teams not really impressive from three-point percent. 4 from 20, both teams identical. Free throws, both teams not impressive, Dave. 57%, 50%
yeah, some light percentages there, Scott.
Some terrible shooting.
52 apiece. It was 15 to the Thunder.
You can see why the scores are already at 50.
15 to the Tigers, 19 to the Thunder, I beg your pardon. So, Thunder are back in the contest. How did they do it? Nick Banyard was a big influential factor.
He was huge. After giving the spray, he needed to get involved. He's done just that. 16 points, 10 rebounds.
Double-double.
Very good double-double. He needed to. They're having trouble defending him down there. But on the other hand, on the other side there, Mike Wells, just doing what he likes out there. Just getting to the basket at will, getting fouled, drawing contact. He's really keeping them in the game, along with my boy, Posaglu, like him. He's doing very well, 12 points there. Just in a bit of foul trouble as he's only blind in the game. The bench depth on the Melbourne Tigers, keeping them in the game, David.
Yep. Low scoring, 52 apiece. So, as you said, not many dunks tonight, not many easy baskets. It's been a great defensive effort from both teams.
That's it. And the umpiring's been really good. They've allowed the boys to play under there, a bit of bumping, a bit of shoving. And it's what the crowd's come to see. I think I'll go to sneeze, Dave.
That's all right. We'll let you do that. Now you're battling a cold tonight, Scott, as a lot of people are around the place at the moment.
Jeez Louise, I felt that one building up for about the last two questions too. But the Melbourne Tigers, Dave, I'm really curious why Van Merben has only spent, I think, a total, I'm just having a look on here, it's not much he's been out there, I'm just going, I want to get it right. I don't want the Melbourne guys to give me a ring and saying I've sold them short. Van Merben, 7 minutes, 8 minutes total, 7:59.
And the thing I suppose we don't know is if there's injury concerns or coming back from injury, playing limited minutes. Sure, but he,
I would hope so, because he's been good while he's out there. So just surprised. There's obviously something out there we haven't picked on. On the other hand, though, just going for the Northwest Thunder, our boy Lockie Dent just playing beautifully. I love watching him play. Rain Smith really hasn't got into the game too much. Kobe Jackson's played well off the bench there. Woodford's played well.
I think Jordan Bowling has played in fits and starts. He's been pretty effective overnight. 13 points is a pretty good game.
Paul Campbell turned it around a bit there. 9 rebounds. Couple of block shots, and defensively doing the job. Offensively, 1 for 5. He'd love the lift in this last quarter. In fact, they're starting him on the bench, and they're running with this small lineup, Dave. Good to see.
Yeah, we know Paul Campbell's one of the best off the boards offensive rebounds in the league. So continuing that good form tonight.
Yeah.
So 52 apiece.
Match up with him and Pozzaglu has been fantastic to watch.
His first couple of minutes will be pretty huge in this game. Mickey Luxford, nice pass to Hickey, underneath to Kinkella, makes
what
the
a
2.
move.
Good move, Tigers.
Just did a reverse pivot on the basket. That's good from a big man.
Lockie Dent now to Bowling. Tigers in front. Dent to Bowling. Up against Hickey. He turns now to his right, puts up the shot. Doesn't make it. Nice rebound though, and draws contact to Simon Loken. He's disappointed he didn't make the basket, but he'll have a chance to make a couple.
It was good from Loken. Very strong movement under there. And just watching with Bowling, he did everything except just push the ball too hard off the hand there. He's got a good basketballer's build though, Dave. He just looks like a player.
Referee having a chat there, so interesting with Jordan Bowling, but Simon Loken makes the first.
Yeah, he's just saying there, look, he got you on the arm, but he no disadvantage to you.
Yep.
Your shot came after the contact. We let it go on. And Bowling was pretty happy. Gave him the nod, pat the bum, move on.
2 free throws converted there from Loken, so we're 54 apiece.
It's good shooting for a big man. You don't often see guys at over 200 centimetres shoot well from the free throw.
Now it's Kinkella, Hickey,
what a
beautiful
pass.
move. And that's a great conversion there from Vitala. Great understanding there from the Tigers players. So they go back out to a 2-point lead. And Lockie Dent leans in there and gets a bit of contact.
Yeah, the umpires have made it very clear, Dave. You reach, we'll call the whistle. Like it's been good, it's been consistent.
And a close game too, Scotty. Team fouls in the last quarter can be a real factor, and that's 2 already in the first minute.
Yeah, it's been the Tigers' Achilles heel, hasn't it? They're just a little lazy on the defensive end reaching.
3 fouls, Pozzaglu and
Bug on the floor.
McDonald. Right, that's anything can happen here at the Elvin Sports Centre. So a couple of three foul players at the moment for the Tigers. As sure what happened there.
Just
a little foul.
Yeah, just a foul down there.
It's on
the big man, Kinkella.
So it'll be Jordan Bowling.
Softest foul tonight though, Dave. No wonder they're a little disappointed, the Tigers.
3 fouls though, Scott, at the moment for the Tigers through 1 minute in this last quarter.
And guards like Dent and
Dent now stands up for the open 2.
it's the worst shot he's done all night, David.
Rebound those with the Thunder. Bowling, great move. Doesn't make the finish though. So shot clock expires. Now Luxford to Hickey. They lead by 2, the Tigers. Possession with Vitala. Scored a basket a minute ago. Oh, great interception, Rain Smith. Here goes the young fella. Holds it up. Waits for the cavalry to arrive. Loken goes himself, the big fella. Looks for a shot. Can't get it away. Gives it up to McDonald. McDonald puts up a little floater. Rebounded by Lockie Dent. That was great defense there from Lockie Dent.
Pretty clever for McDonald. He thought he'd get an offensive rebound there and put it in.
Kobe Jackson bowling. Rain Smith with the left hand. Doesn't make it. Loken, contested rebound. Jump ball situation. Possession arrow is the Thunder way.
Good job by the big fella Loken there. Rain Smith just can't find the distance tonight, Dave.
Low scoring game, Scotty. Every basket is worth gold in this last quarter.
I love the inbound sets that the Northwest Thunder play. They've been really successful tonight, often getting clean shots.
Rain Smith, little pass now to Dent. Hooks it out. In a Smith, he gets stripped of it.
Good hands there by William Hickey.
Oh, the alley-oop attempted there. That was Hickey and Pozzaglu combining. Not made though. Jordan Bowling at the other end, puts up the shot, gets fouled.
Another foul, David.
That's 4. It's one against Hickey, I think. Yep. Nick Draper holds up 4 fingers. It's only the second personal for William Hickey.
They're fighting to a standstill here. We've got 4 minutes have gone into the quarter and only 2 points to 4, David.
And a chance to make it 4 apiece and level the scores as Jordan Bowling is at the line.
Lots of turnovers at the moment. The boys are looking tired out there, both sides. Been a good battle.
Yeah, great defensive battle tonight. There's no doubt about that. Jordan Bowling, this is the first.
It's a good word to use there, Dave. Battle is pretty much going to how it wins. The one that's going to, the Warriors, oh geez, that's, Bowling will be unhappy with that.
Now it's the Tigers with a chance to extend their lead. Wells, Mickey Luxford. Hickey, a lot of court time in the second half. Kinkella, Hickey for triple. Yep.
Beautiful
Huge
shot.
basket in a low-scoring game. 5 points now the margin here at the Elfin Sports Centre. That got the bench on their feet. Nick Banyard. Out now to Rain Smith. Goes inside the young fella. Puts up a shot off bounce. Makes the 2. And will go to the line for the extra. The 16-year-old there.
That's not bad from a 16-year-old.
Yep.
Took it into the teeth of the men. You can just see the relief.
Fearless there.
Yeah, you did. He was. You can see the relief in his face, David, that he made the bucket.
Yep.
Because he's having a dirty night from behind the line. He is one of the best shooters in the country for his age. Can't buy a basket tonight. It was automatic from that free throw line, though. That was beautiful to watch.
Good work from Rain Smith, a young fella. Margin back to 2. Now with Wells. Guarded by Jackson.
Great defense by Jackson.
Jackson does well. Luxford. Shot clock running down. Luxford goes now, pulls the trigger from distance. Rebound nicely by Banyard. Leaps high in the air and takes it.
Rebound number 11. He's been influential since quarter
Oh,
time.
he goes Jackson!
Great
Yes!
play.
Great play, Kobe Jackson. He saw the space, straight through.
He's been good defensively all night, Dave, but that's his first basket for tonight.
Back to level, 59 each. What a great game here at the Elfin Sports Centre. Pozoglu out of the corner to Wells, who makes the 3. We've got a timeout. And that was a fantastic couple minutes of basketball. 62 Melbourne, Thunder 59. So it's just like the Thunder were losing a bit of control there, but it's just been, it's just so hard to pick a winner in this game.
That's it, and Kobe Jackson was trying his best there to stick with Wells, but just got bumped into by Pozoglu. We've seen tonight such a big man, and once he sets those screens, you get hit a bit. Still a young fella too. Kobe Jackson got bumped. Coach just walked over to him there at the timeout and said, what happened there? That was your man. He said, yeah, he just got hit on the screen. Don't worry, I had it, Coach. And he just good intersection there. Coach Sam Armstrong said, no worries, pat him on the back. We'll get him on the next one. Melbourne Tigers are just making the right play at the right time, Dave, and their three-point shooting, which was absolutely vomit-inducing in the first quarter, has really come alive in this quarter. They're having trouble missing.
19 points to Wells, 12 to Pozoglu, 8 to Kinkella, the leading point scorers for the Tigers, and for the Thunder, Nick Banyard now the top scorer for them on 16, Bowling 13, Dent 10, and Rain Smith on 9. So it's going to go down to the wire. We've still got 6 minutes left. Which,
Sam
fair
Armstrong,
bit of time.
just watching Sam Armstrong. All his shooters are on the court, Dave.
Yep. He's having a deep discussion with Nick Banyard.
Just having a look at that lineup there. Got Woodfall, Lockie Dent, Rain Smith, the big boy Jordan Bowling, who can shoot from outside.
So they're underway. Thunder in possession. Little handoff now. Kai Woodfall. Bowling puts up the triple attempt. Beautiful shot. Magnificent shot. We've got timeout straight away once again.
Yeah, I reckon Melbourne wasn't ready for that lineup, David. The Northwest Thunder has made their intentions clear.
Good
We're
call,
going to
Scotty.
shoot the lights out.
Good Scotty, yep. So you don't often see 2 timeouts
No, you don't.
this far out from the end of the game.
That's it.
Called that rapidly, but so 62 apiece.
I reckon we're going to see overtime here, David. It's got a feeling it's going to be a shot to win the game, or we're
Let's-
going to hit the overtime. They've been basket for basket the entire game.
I was going to say that margins haven't been close or not. If you remember, the Thunder, I think early days, got out to almost double-figure lead at one stage.
That's right.
They were 19 to 12 at, not Thunder, sorry, the Tigers.
Tigers, that's
They
right.
got out to about a 10-point lead early in the game, and there were 7 points up at quarter time, but since midway through that second quarter, there's barely been 3 or 4 points in this game.
Yeah, well, apart from that first quarter win of the Tigers, North West Thunder won the second and third quarters quite comfortably. And they go basket for basket here, Dave, and it says it all on the scoreboard. Really.
I suppose what you expect when you've got two teams that have got similar win-loss records, even though they're well apart on the ladder. It's a really even competition, the men's competition, the NBL1.
That's it.
It's really exciting.
Well,
Great basketball.
It's been like that since about round 4. Any loss, you're dropping 3 or 4 places.
That's right.
It's exciting for the
There's
fans.
something hanging on every game, and in particular this one. Thunder with some home games to come. A bit of a full court press happening there. Now Hickey to Wells. Mickey Luxford. Posaglu. Impressive game tonight. A bit quieter in the second half perhaps. Hickey now for 3, and he makes it. William Hickey.
Yeah, they're giving him way too much room on that 3-point line.
Margin is 3. There's Woodfall and Wells. Wells commits the foul. Now, Mike Wells. I think the foul's... That's only his second personal, beg your pardon. I thought he was in more trouble than that. No, only his second personal.
Mike Wells will see the end of the game, Dave. Don't worry about that. But it's 2 free throws, Dave.
It is. We mentioned that they were in bonus trouble. 3 fouls in the first minute of the last quarter. So we're at the line with Kai Woodfall.
For these Northwest boys, the 3 guards here, they don't miss, Dave. They don't miss from the charity stripe. They're incredible.
Here he goes. Kai Woodfall. And he makes both of those. Margin now 1 point. 5 minutes, 24 left. Mike Wells. Busy player. Hickey. Fantastic triple a minute ago. Now Posaglu up against Banyard. Little shot from Posaglu. Not made. Bowling strong underneath the basket. Up the other end now is Banyard. 3 against 1 situation. Gets stripped to the ball. As the referee see that, it's going to be a Thunder ball.
Been lucky there because I think that came off Banyard's foot. Northwest Thunder not making much noise about it though. They'll just get on to the next
You got
play.
that one wrong, Scotty, with all due respect.
Oh no! For our listeners, I don't make mistakes.
Yes, you do. Let's make one then. Jordan Bowling.
Ray Smith is building up nicely into this game too.
Bowling. Takes his time now. Rain Smith for 3. Bounces up. Doesn't bounce in.
Locking dead almost got still into the basket.
So the Tigers lead by 1. In possession. 4.5 to go. Posaglu. Little pass over the top to Hickey for 2. Oh, geez, on fire, William Hickey. I tell you what, wasn't an easy shot, especially in an important time in this game.
That's it.
He makes the 2, margin out to 3.
You're going to have to put a little bit of pressure on William Hickey and make him earn the ball, David. He's just getting the ball into his hands far too easily.
Lockie Dent over the top to Banyard. Puts up the shot. Good shot from Banyard. Margin back to 1.
Except for that first quarter, Dave, he's been exceptional.
It's been great. 18 points. Started slowly, but as they all did, I suppose, when you're trailing by 7 points at quarter time. Oh, nice pass underneath. Slam from Posaglu. 3 points to lead. Nick Posaglu.
He's
almost got another steal. But bowling strong hands. Dent now for 3. Can't light it up the other end. And like Mickey Luxford nearly fumbles the rebound. So dangerous times now because they lead by 3 and in possession, the Melbourne Tigers. Hickey, big last quarter, loses the handle, Lux a fortune, Posaglu, Wells for 3, this would be a killer. Doesn't make it. Rebounding well at the moment is Bowling. I tell you what, a couple of crucial rebounds in the last minute or 2. Taking his time here. Might go himself here, Jordan Bowling. Gets the block though by Posaglu.
Great defensive play by Posaglu.
Mickey Luxford enjoying this game of basketball. Mickey Luxford now underneath. Posaglu turns. He doesn't make it.
Good defense effort for Ray Smith. He was giving up about 25 kilos there.
Under 3 minutes, Scotty. Banyard almost loses the handle.
Rain Smith in the corner.
Rain Smith in the corner. Big attempt. Banyard though with a rebound. Turns. Steadies. 2 off the glass. 1 point ball game here at Elfin Sports Centre. It's a thriller with 2.5 minutes to go. It's basket for basket. A bit of a hush over the crowd. Hickey gets himself underneath. William Hickey.
Oh, that's a soft foul. Jeez.
And he gets the contact, although the Thunder aren't complaining, Scotty. He's going to go to the line for another one. And we're looking at a margin here of 4 points potentially.
It was a big play by William. Take nothing away from him. He's a smooth mover. He's got a wonderful herky-jerky style, Dave. Just gets through the gaps.
I think that's 15 points now with a chance of 16.
Absolutely, 15
and big points in this last quarter.
That's it. A couple of big threes when they needed him to.
So margin out beyond the basket for the first time in a while. With 2 minutes left. Kai Woodfall holds it a while to Joel Beveridge. Banyard back to Beveridge, experienced player on the court. Puts up the two from the front of the basket. And let's see what's happening here.
Yeah, Banyard just gave Will Hickey a shove under the basket.
Or Posoglu was it, Scotty, I think.
Possibly, one of them.
Posoglu.
Got a shove.
Posoglu.
Yeah. He's a battler down there, Posoglu. He doesn't mind bumping and grinding.
68-72. So really don't want the Tigers to score this time down the court, the Thunder.
You see the Tigers here, they're willing for the ball to be passed around a bit.
Going to use the shot clock up a bit.
Oh,
Hickey! Underneath to Posoglu for two. William Hickey, it's your last quarter. As we've got a timeout, Sam Armstrong calls them in. And that was a big play there. Hickey to Posoglu, Scott.
Yeah, I was just watching down the Northwest Thunder there.
Sam Armstrong's quite him.
Yeah, called a timeout, and Jordan Bowling just sprinted over shouting at the coach about something. Interesting there. A bit of confusion there, David. They were all looking, pointing fingers there. And Sam Armstrong just gave him a spray and said, "Oi, all eyes here." But take nothing away from the Melbourne Tigers. What a play there. William Hickey looks like he's just going to pass the ball off. He explodes.
Took a while to come in the game. I think he wasn't in the starting five, but I tell you what, there's been some, and he and Posoglu then great understanding.
Absolutely. And just his ability to get to the bucket is fantastic.
Still time left, Scotty. 6 points in possession.
Well, we just saw that in the previous game. We thought they were out of it at a much bigger margin. Suddenly they just went bang, bang, bang. So Northwest Thunder, they've got the shooters to do it. They have to lift themselves defensively. No good doing great plays down the offensive end, Dave, if they're just going to let them score down the other end.
So Thunder back on the court. And I said this a long time ago, but they'd really want to score this time down the court, Scotty, just to keep that margin.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, the ball gets advanced because of the timeout.
Absolutely. They need, on this position, needs to be a score, Dave. It's, anything else is unacceptable for them at this particular position. Otherwise, they really give Melbourne Tigers the advantage.
Joel Beveridge bounces it into Banyard. Lockie Dent close to the halfway line.
I was just about to say that the Hills are almost over there.
He knew where he was, Scotty. He knew what he was doing. So
yeah, he doesn't make too many mistakes, the big fella.
Dent, long three-point attempt. The shot clock was running down. That was the issue there, I think.
That's good ranges for some of these guards.
Good defence, though, from the Tigers, Scotty, to force that long shot. It's now with Mickey Luxford. Hands off to Posoglu. Back to Luxford now from Wells. In the corner, taking their time. 4 left of the shot clock. Hickey again for 3, not this time. Rebounded by Kai Woodfall, and he gets contact, and he'll march to the line. Foul there on Kinkeller. That's one thing they've got in their favour going this into the stretch here, Scotty, is they've got the bonus situation. So anytime there's a foul, they're marching off.
Absolutely. Kai Woodfall, we just saw the big fella there, Kinkeller, just a beeline for him, and the ball ran into him. So no, that's an experience there by Woodfall. Just really smart play. Knows he's a chance to make the bucket. He's going to take it to a 4-point game.
Yep, he sure does.
And you watch the guards, they're going to go straight at these guys at forced contact.
Still a minute to go, so probably don't have to foul at the moment.
Oh, great play. There's a dunk.
Posoglu. Oh! How does the referee read that? Banyard, I think, has committed the foul there on Posoglu.
Banyard's not in my house, young man. Posoglu, geez, he was up there too. Even when he got hit by the second guy, David, he was still above the rim. Fantastic vertical lift. What he did, just said, "You're not dunking now, mate." He just gave him a little bit of a chat. Not making that shot.
Well, a bit of a sacrifice foul there from Banyard.
Yeah.
It's going to be a certain 2.
All the Northwest boys are in. Posaglu's here, just give him a yap. Put him playing a bit of mind games. He's been a good player tonight, Posaglu. I don't think this will worry him.
Still within 2 baskets, regardless of these 2 shots. He makes the first. Margin's 5. So possibly looking at a 6-point margin here with just under a minute remaining. No, the second one's missed. Thunder rebound. Beveridge. Will somebody be brave here and look for a triple? It will be. It'll be Banyard. Low trajectory. Long rebound taken by Hickey.
He wasn't the best
Stumbles a little
choice.
bit. And Banyard might get to this. He does. Bounce it into Dent. Waits for support. Thinking of a shot there as Woodfall into Banyard with the dunk. We're
Big
down to a 3-point ball game. With 34 seconds left.
That's Banyard's game in there, not out the 3-point line.
And if he did the steal at the other end and finished it off with a dunk, it's within a basket. 28 seconds left.
Interesting position. They don't need the foul, they just need to stop.
They need to force a difficult shot here. They're defending well.
Oh.
Beveridge there. But there's no bonus situation, so it's a side ball.
Yeah, it's a good thing for the Thunder. They can deny a pass in, put a bit of pressure on. They brought Rain Smith in. They're going to go all the 3-point shooters. 14
fouls now for the Thunder, Scotty. So it's the last time they've got that luxury of not going to the stripe.
What they love here, Dave, is a steal and a made layup. Really put the pressure back on the Tigers.
What have we got in the shot clock? Scott, 14 left. So there's at least 2 plays left.
Kyle Woodford sticking there.
Wells. Strong defence.
Good trap.
They've trapped in. This might be a jump ball situation. It is. How's our position arrow looking? It's going the Melbourne Tigers' way. And we've got a timeout, Scott. So let's talk about the tactics from here. It's going to be a Tigers ball.
Yep.
We've got 14 left on the shot clock. If I can read through the bars there.
Yep, they'll look
16 left on the game clock, 3-point margin. Talk to us.
They'll have, if we don't get the steal, and that will be the first option, we get the steal.
Yep.
If we get the steal, we're looking to win the game, so they'll be looking for a 3-point play.
With the 14 left on the shot clock, they've at least got another attempt down their end, but it might only be 2 or 3 seconds.
That's another decision. So there's no point us getting to 74, and they run out the clock. There's one of 2 ways. They either go for the win now, or they make the bucket, do the foul, send them to the line, have another chance at it, but they wouldn't want to do it twice. And I reckon they'll go the first way. When they come out of timeout, they'll have, here is, depending on who's the court.
You're talking from the Tigers' point of view now?
This is from the Thunder's point of view.
Yep.
When they come out, they'll say, if we don't get the steal, these are the men that will foul automatically.
And from the Tigers' point of view?
They'll get it into Mike Will's hands. He hasn't missed from that free throw line. He hasn't even looked like missing. So it'll be get the ball to Mike and get out of his way.
We know that the Thunder can't foul now.
They can't foul, that's right.
Straight to the line. So.
That's it. So if they don't get the steal, Dave, they'll say foul, the worst free throw shooter out there. But you watch every guy they've put out there now will all be pretty strong shooters. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for Kinkella. Just hoping the big man will miss one. But he's been pretty solid tonight, so it's they need the steal. He can seem to have all guards, David. Outside of Banyard, all guards out there.
Okay, it's exciting finish here at the Elephant Sports Centre. 3 points of difference. Here it is now with Hickey.
There's the
he
foul.
Gets fouled. So he will go to the line.
And the clock, Dave, barely started, so that worked out well for him.
Okay, so...
You heard that in the microphone. Why don't you start the clock?
So, got a bit of a situation developing here.
It should be down to about 13 seconds. Yeah. There was definitely 2 to 3 seconds worth of play there.
So, tough on the officials here.
I reckon in a situation like this, the officials just say, let's take it out again. Go again.
So, we're going to have to take a while. I might just turn the effects mic up here.
He just said he will take it down to 14. Okay. And the Melbourne coach said, I'm happy with that. That sounds about right.
Okay. Well done. Good refereeing.
It is good refereeing. And when the game's this close, you need to.
Yep.
You need to. You can't make mistakes like that. So you can see the bench, even the best. We've got one of the best benches in the country down here. They just got caught up in the action, David.
So, Scotty, I presume a timeout will be called here to advance the ball if he makes both free throws.
That's right. You would be absolutely right, David.
And this is the first, which is interesting. So
he needs to make one, Dave. One, the game's theirs. That's what I'm calling it early. Time
Big pressure on this shot from William Hickey. The game could be resting on this. Let's have a look. Oh, he's missed it. And the Thunder have possession and one last chance to tie it up for overtime. Here it is. Goes inside. He's got to dish it out. We've got to make a three-point attempt. Here it is. Oh, he makes it! 2.9 seconds left.
What a shot!
Kai Woodfall. Timeout called. Oh, what a basket from Kai Woodfall.
Melbourne
Incredible scenes.
The Melbourne coach just realised it's my last timeout. Wave it off. We might need it in overtime.
Well,
Oh,
we have
what a
2.9
shot.
seconds left. Play started again. One more chance from half court. Luxford.
Oh, my God.
He nearly converted and hit the front of the ring.
What an attempt.
Great attempt, but we've got overtime here
Oh, golly gosh, it's past my bedtime.
at the Elford Sports Centre. 75 apiece. Electrifying stuff. And let's just collect our thoughts here, Scotty, because we had 2 free throws. We had 3-point margin.
You missed them both.
And but William Hickey, I mean, you can't fault him in this last quarter. He's
that was
been
a lot of
fantastic. A lot of pressure. And the Thunder, credit to them, they didn't pull the trigger too early with that 3-point attempt. There was a couple of opportunities. They got it out to Kai Woodfall from right in the corner.
Yeah.
And that was a huge basket.
And you can see, they said just drive it in hard, because you can see all the Tigers spread. They said take the layup. And they just gave Kai Woodfall, who made the shot of his career from the corner there. And, you know, even if they don't win the game tonight, he won't forget that. That's, for a young man, that was a big-time shot. And he's a great player, Kai Woodfall.
Now, talk to us, Scotty, in the heat of the moment there, about the timeout situation. So Brad Pino, he couldn't call that timeout because the timeout could have advanced the ball to the other end of the court.
That's right. And he actually waved it away there. I think he realised the odds were going the other way. Either he didn't have the timeout, or he called it off, but he definitely went to the bench and he waved it off. So I reckon because you get whatever timeouts you use now, you don't have an overtime.
Yes, okay, yep.
So, I reckon he's played the percentages there. And the young fella there, number 9, Mickey Luxford, almost made an incredible half-court shot with the hand in his face. Yeah. Just clipped the top of the ring. Wow. Not a bad effort.
So overtime it is, and of course scores were level at three-quarter time, so it was 23 points apiece in that. Just turn your mic off for a second there, Scotty. As we had 23 points apiece in that last quarter, 75-75 at full time. It was 37-33 the Tigers' way at half time. And it was 19-12 the Tigers' way at quarter time. So, great game of basketball. Hope you're enjoying it on the NBL1 live stream. You've stuck with us. 10 minutes to 10. So, the crowd is sticking around. Such a big game for the Northwest Thunder season. They need a win to stay in touch with the top 8. And Kai Woodfall, what a basket. I mean, the pressure, the position on the court. And just through that last minute, Scott, I mean, it really looked like the Thunder were just too far behind to make it up. But 13 seconds left. They committed the foul.
Absolutely, David. Kai Woodfall, he wasn't having a good shooting night. He was 2 of 10 from that particular moment. But what a shot. And all the Northwest boys have that confidence. He will do it again. He's done it again.
He has indeed.
You just need to make that first one, Dave. It's like those putts in the practice screen. You just got to make the first one.
78-75. He's found his range.
Oh, Kyle Woodford. If he does this, he'll be the toast of the town up there at Northwest Coast.
Hope you're enjoying our coverage here, Northwest Coast viewers.
Oh, he's up and about too. Look at he's played some great defence.
Mike Wells misses the 3. Rebound important. Well done, Luxford to Kinkella. Wells again. In he goes. There's
could be a charge.
Contact there. It is.
Kyle Woodford. He's done it.
Kai Woodfall.
Oh my God. Kai Woodfall's doing everything. He's playing great on ball defence. Takes a charge from the biggest man on the court. Just having a look, was that 5 fouls? It was.
5 fouls, Daniel Kinkella.
Big play by Kai Woodfall. Oh, jeez, I got excited there, David.
He's got the ball again. Still a fair bit left in this game, of course. 4 minutes. Tigers.
Oh, I thought he was going to fire it again.
Get their way back into this. He goes. Banyard turns to his left, puts it off the glass, can't make it. Now off with Wells. He charges up the court. Mike Wells, Luxford, Hickey on fire this quarter. Can't make it. Good rebound though by Vitala. Back to Hickey. And he goes against Dent.
It's an offensive foul.
And how does he see that?
He's put the arm bar out, just shoved Lockie Dent over. And you can see Lockie Dent's eyes. As soon as the arm bar extended out, he took it in the chest. Didn't fall to the ground. Great play, Lockie Dent.
So they've lifted here in the dying part of this game of the Northwest Thunder. No doubt about it.
3 minutes, 42 seconds to go.
78-75.
The Tigers wouldn't want the Northwest Coast to get to the basket here. Be a real dagger to the heart. And on a sad note, Dave, the Crows are down.
Got Brown at Crows support.
Oh, God. I'd cry if I wasn't on air. We're just waiting for the young man here to wipe up the Lockie Dent sweat stain there.
Going to get a little bit of support there.
A little bit of treatment. It's almost like a body outline, like a murder scene down there, David.
78-74. So top scorers in the game so far, Scott.
Yep, just bringing it up now, David. 22 to Banyard. Yep. 16 to Bowling, 13 to Woodfall. 13 of those points pretty much coming in 10 seconds. He's been outstanding the last minute and a bit. Wells to 19 for the Tigers, 17 from Pozoglu. Pozoglu's been good all night. And Hickey.
Yeah, another shot there. Goes in. I missed that, Scotty. I had to look away for a second. Talk to me.
We celebrated the shot with just its own theme music, David. But,
was it?
Just having a look, that was Rain Smith just knocking down I think there might have been a 3 there actually, Dave. Must admit, I got distracted by the music.
81-75.
Kyle Woodford played some great defence.
Wells, classy stuff.
Wells has been good all night, 21 points.
Makes the 2, 81-77. Here it is now with Dent. Bowling. Now to Woodfall. Now to Bowling for 3. And we're very close. Nice rebound, Pozoglu. Now to Mickey Luxford, goes in with purpose. Misses the 2.
Great rebound by Bowling. He's done that many times tonight, just getting that incredible last touch on it.
It's 11 rebounds now to Bowling.
Oh, it's been good. He's done some really big game-saving rebounds when the time was against him. He had 2 on him then. Great catch.
Long shot now from Woodfall again. And some sort of contact under the basket.
There's Rain Smith, that one there.
Rain Smith, sorry, Scotty. Yep.
I'll tell you what.
Boys look alike.
I keep harping on about it, but Rain Smith, one of the best shooters in the competition, cannot buy a basket from behind the range tonight, behind the arc. He's that one looked close though, Dave. He's not far away.
Put at his range at the right time. We'll wait and see as Wells now.
Wells
to Luxford, to Hickey. Big player in the last quarter. Behind the back pass to Pozoglu. Big 3. And the Tiger supporters in front of us here getting vocal as they're back down to within 1 point of the Northwest Thunder. 2 minutes left now into the stretch of overtime. Banyard puts it up.
Banyard hurt, Dave.
As Wells can't quite get hold of it. He does now. Great athleticism. Mike Wells. And the Tigers fans in front of it love that one. And Tigers back in front, 82-81. Good little run. A triple from Pozoglu and hustling there from Wells.
Banyard's done something to his left calf too. Dave keeps looking over the bench, but he's not moving well.
Now it's Bowling. This way, that away. Rain Smith. Kai Woodfall. Goes for the 3. Downtown. Kai Woodfall. A 3-pointer to save the game. And a couple of 3s now in this overtime. And they're back in front, the Thunder, 84-82.
Woodfall just gave
pulsating stuff.
He just gave an absolute mouthful to Wells.
In it now to Rain Smith. He's corralled, gets it out to Dent. The guard's working well here to Woodfall.
And they flicked that ball around beautifully to Northwest, boys. Tigers, though, not giving up, playing well.
Bound pass to Banyard, left-handed shot. Little floater, and does it well. Margin out beyond the basket.
4 points in a minute, Dave.
Brad Pino out and about here off the bench. They need a basket now in this play. Do the Tigers. Pozoglu's the man. Not this time. Rebounded by Wells. Loses control a little. Regains. Pulling the trigger. Can't make the 3 there. It was Mickey Luxford. Oh, and Well done, Rain Smith. Showed a lot of composure there. He gets fouled by Hickey. He puts his hand up. And that might be the end of the night for William Hickey. 5 personals. Off he goes.
Yeah, he's been good, William Hickey.
Fantastic has been William Hickey that last quarter. And we've got a timeout. Okay, Scotty, we've got a couple of shots from the free throw line here.
Yep.
86-82, 30 seconds left. Odds in favour of the Thunder, you'd think.
Absolutely, and I know Rain Smith pretty well, Dave, over watching him play for the last 6 years. He's not missing these 2 free throws. He, well, the bigger the game, the less likely he is to miss. He's just absolute magic from there. So we're assuming it's going to be a 6-point game. Yeah, they need some big threes here. William Hickey going down.
I mean, it's almost the reverse of what the Thunder had to do in regular time.
That's right.
In the fourth quarter, so they've...
If I was the coach, I'd say just do what they did to us. But they're down there. Interesting, Van Merben must be injured or on limited minutes because you'd have him out there at this particular time.
He's got the jacket on, Scotty. I reckon there's definitely an injury concern there. He's zipping up the jacket as we speak. So 4 points of difference. So if he makes the both, it's the 6-point margin.
That's right. It's they'll be hoping he misses, a la William Hickey style.
This has been a great performance from the Thunder, Scotty. The Tigers are much higher on the ladder.
They were out.
They were looking dead and buried there in that last couple of minutes.
They did. William Hickey just had to make one of those free throws and it was 9 over for him, and it just shows you.
We won't want the victory yet, though. We're being cautious here because a lot can happen in 29 seconds of basketball.
Absolutely, and they need some big threes, so don't be surprised. Mike Wells gets the ball in his hands. Positive will be the other one. But it's they did a miracle from here, Dave. They did everything to go right.
Okay.
They'd love for Rain Smith to miss one of these.
Rain Smith, a young man.
Pig.
Yeah, he just waste no time. He just went straight away.
Hasn't even touched my rim tonight from a free throw.
5 points now, the margin.
Look at the last time he missed one, Dave. He was 8.
There he is.
Pig,
very calmly makes the second. That's what practice does for you. 88-82. So I think they'll pull the trigger quite quickly here, the Tigers.
They'll say no fouls, hands in the face.
Oh. In goes
It's an offensive foul.
And it is too. It's the third one for this quarter.
And who's on the bottom there, Dave? Kai Woodfall.
Kai Woodfall.
The hero.
He stood his ground, so it's a turnover with 23.5 seconds left.
There'll be a foul here, David. They have to foul. If they don't foul the ball, whoever grabs the ball, they're in trouble. I'll get the ball to Rain Smith. The man's automatic. So
it's with Jordan Bowling, side ball. Need a clean possession here. It is clean. Rain Smith, he gets fouled by McDonald. And off to the line he goes. With 20 seconds left. And one of these two will put it beyond 2 baskets with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, look, if he nails both of these, left-hander. Oh, he's missed one. First time since he was 6.
Said 8 before, Scott.
Oh, that's right. That's how much I respect the young man. He's a good shooter. In fact,
the second one, he misses that too, so we've still got a ball game here.
You can see what he did. He chucked that one up there. He wanted the time off the clock.
As long shot here from Wells. Doesn't make it. It's off the backboard, so that's a Thunder ball. And we've got a timeout. 6 the difference, 13 seconds left. You'd think they'll foul straight away, Scott.
Yes, as soon as they catch the ball, they'll give the whack. Coach has walked out. He's not happy about something, the Tigers coach. That's Brad Pinal. And he's telling his players he obviously had something in mind and they haven't run it. Good experience though for the Tigers. They'll be disappointed with this one, David. They had a chance to win this one. And it's kind of slipped through their fingers there. And as always, the team that forces the overtime generally has the momentum and they've carried it through. But you can put the win down in the last 8 minutes of the regular time and into the overtime. Kai Woodfall, who was pretty quiet up to that point, just came alight, David, show you how dangerous he can be. He went from 2 from 10, he had 4 points in regulation time. He's up to 19 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 defensive charges. Fantastic play.
And we can't underestimate Nick Banyard as well, Scott.
Yeah.
We know we've mentioned it a few times. We're repeating ourselves. He was quite early, but when the game was in that balance, especially in the second half.
I think he was worried there for a second. I think he picked his calf. And
might just got a knock on it, Scotty. It's all right now.
He was looking over at the bench and it's like he was barely moving. And it's always like the coach shook his head and said, "Don't you dare."
I think he's right.
Yeah, he's moving well now.
Jordan Bowling.
One of the guards will get it.
6 the diff, 13 seconds left. As the foul's on Kai Woodfall.
Can you believe this? Kai Woodfall's going to end up with 20 points in this game.
It's a fantastic game, and this could really reboot the season for